finding Anthony. Anthony on a quick drive. Nice, quick decision.
Great decision on the part of the Knicks.
It's hard to believe when you think of it. They think some players who were prolific like you came ready-made to the NBA, but you had to work to be how good you are. Oh, nice play from Lynn, high off the glass.
A tremendous shot by Lynn. Great ball. Become complacent. And you have to continually set new goals for yourself as J.R. Smith takes a nice drive to the basket and completes that for two.
Bernard, but they've hit 5 of their last 6.
Jeremy Lin, a guy who's made the cover of Sports Illustrated two covers in a row, has been really effective here today.
There you see Caspi coming down with that left arm. Inadvertent. Well, you see everywhere he goes, Bernard, there's that double team when he looks to penetrate.
There's no question. There's always going to be a crowd around him. You see he's bleeding from his nose there. You know, it's an interesting lineup that the Knicks club has on the floor.
5 points, 2 assists in that first quarter. Dangerous bounce pass gets to Anthony. Anthony, a clear path. As Chandler was right there to set a screen.
Tremendous.
Lynn makes his move, drives inside, high arcing layup, count it, and a foul. And that's the attacking style that was so successful for him that he wasn't able to do against Miami.
Oh, absolutely right. Jeremy Lin, he reads the defense very well, and he takes off a little earlier than probably he wanted to, but he has that ability to create shots once he gets into the lane.
And talking to Tyson Chandler right now, as Erdan picks up his 3rd foul. Erdan 3 fouls in 2 minutes.
Well, I'm sure what they're talking about in all likelihood, Mike, is defensive end of the floor. Because Jeremy Lin is trying to rotate over, but if Chandler would come out and help out, just stop the penetration by Irving, then you force him to make some.
Thompson wide open. Nobody rotated to help out Thompson. Chandler down the lane.
And that's where communication.
Let Lynn to Stoudemire, down the lane. Beautiful fast break, led by the defense from Tyson Chandler. This crowd is absolutely stunned. As the Knicks defense very poor. Lynn to the basket, flips it up and in. Lynn falls a little similar to what Jeremy Lin deals with. Although in Sacramento it's not as big a story perhaps sometimes as New York, as Shumpert lays it up and in. In terms of the coverage, part of it, no problem there. Lynn deflects it to Anthony. And a 24-second violation. The 4th, Knicks have trailed most of this game. As Fields lays it up and in. They've never led. It was tied early.
Skill set's down low on the block, and Melo was able to score off of that one.
Parker falls down. Fields picks it up. 2-on-1. Lynn on the drive. Reverse packs it in. Lynn thought he got hit. Knicks have cut it to 6 and are forcing.
You know, great job by Landry Fields to pick up possession of the basketball and to find a cutting Lynn to the basket for 2 more. Took a floor dive on that one.
Alley-oop to Stoudemire, comes down, back up, and the Knicks have scored 8 straight. Timeout Cleveland. And for the first time tonight, the Knicks fans can get on their feet.
Possibly.
He can sing a little bit. Very impressive. His teammates seem to love every second. Meanwhile, Carmelo Anthony's block attempt with the goaltend. Anthony comes right back. And the Knicks on a 10-2 run. Got 10. Lead back up to 7. He's got 12, excuse me. Anthony knocks down a 3-pointer. That brings it back to 4.
I don't think you heard any drone.
It looked like it may have just come off, but Novak will try again. It's a 3. Steve Novak, 2 big threes. And the Knicks have their first lead of the game.
I think the Cavs' future is certainly bright with this young man in the backcourt at the point position.
Anthony goes back door and finishes. Like a broken record, but for a kid who played 11 games in college. Lynn drives, reverse, gets it to go. Jeremy Lin knocks it down. Knocked away by Chandler and Stone. Lynn to Anthony. Anthony puts it up. And Lynn the rebound. Lynn attacks again. Back to Shumpert. That's a 3. Stoudemire. And the rebound, Jamison. Here at Madison Square Garden. Jeremy Lin with the drive. Knicks still in front with 2:49 remaining. To the line. And these numbers Lin has tonight: 15 points, 10 assists, 1 turnover, Bernard.
That's great if you consider the heels of that Miami game when he was turnover prone in that last game, and you have to be able to control the basketball and not turn it over to really be as effective as you can. He's played really well here tonight.
Hits a pair of free throws. Lead back to 10. The rebound. Lynn ahead up to Shumpert. Shumpert trying to draw the foul, and he does. Are they going to count it? Yes, they do.
Continuation?
I don't know if that should have been a continuation. But Shumpert with a pretty play. Lynn threw it ahead.
Well, it was a great look ahead by Jeremy Lin to find him on Shumpert. Then a tremendous catch on his part. And I think that was a continuation.
Anthony out to Lynn. Lynn fakes, drives, the running layup. Gets it to go. 19 points, 11 assists for Jeremy Lin. Kyrie.
Team contribution and coming out of the All-Star break, he certainly wants to begin the second half of the season with a win.
Stoudemire catches and finishes. Icing on the cake with 1:25 remaining. The Knicks season high in scoring with 114. Lynn with the deflection and steal. Lynn alley-oop to Shumpert.
What a great play by Jeremy Lin to find a streak in Iman Shumpert for that block.
Of highlight plays.
Well, tenacious defense on the part of the Knicks, and then a tremendous outlet pass to Iman Shumpert. I tell you, I could have never jumped that high to receive that kind of pass, but that's a great job of Iman to adjust in the air and throw it down.
Keeps battling. And the Knicks will dribble it out. Jeremy Lin, 19 points, 13 assists, just 1 turnover. But he's just one part of a terrific team story tonight at the Garden. 10 Knicks played. 7 Knicks scored in double figures. Steve Novak with 5 3-pointers. He was superb from downtown, electrifying the Garden with his long-range shooting. And the Knicks get an impressive come-from-behind win. Score of 120-103. And this is the 5th time since Jeremy Lin came on the scene and was in the rotation that the Knicks have won a game where they were down by double figures, Bernard.
Absolutely, and the Knicks were losing these types of games very early on in the season, and you've seen the benefit of having a very strong bench to the success of this team being run by Jeremy Lin in the backcourt.
Again, 7 Knicks in double figures. Steve Novak, 17